Hello YouTubers and welcome back to the Sharks Showdown on the Lightning1279 channel. Leafsfan18 has won his first game and $500. Gary, you know what you have to do in order to continue your championship. You must win this game. But this question goes to you, so here you go. Gary, we asked 100 married counselors, do you think divorces should be made harder to get? How many marriage counselors said divorces should be harder to get?
Oh gosh. That is going to be a little number. I have to say, at least around 61.
Going with 61. Alright, Mark, higher or lower than 61?
Let's try a little bit lower.
Lower than 61. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of marriage counselors said divorces should be harder to get is. It is 22. It is lower. Good job, Mark. Alright, Mark.
Better cards this round.
We hope so. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, here's the card. Mark, your card is an ace. ACE.
Oh, that's much better. Lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Higher than a 5. It's an 8. 7 plus 1.
Alright, let's freeze right there.
Freezing on the 8, keeping Gary away from his cards. And the next question goes to you, Mark.
Okay.
Alright, Mark. We asked 100 people if a magic genie appeared and offered to grant you just one wish, would you wish for money? How many people said they would wish for money?
Well, if it were me, I would personally wish for money. Let's go with, let's see, I think 80 of them would want the money.
Okay, you're going with 80. Gary, higher or lower than 80?
Oh boy, this is every girl's man's dream, not girls. Every man's dream. If they want a genie, that they would ask for a lot of money. That's every man's dream. But I would say higher, but I'm going to be so I'm just saying it's going to be a slab hit lower.
Lower than 80. Okay, let's check it out. The actual number of people that said that they will wish for money is. It is 40. It is lower. Good job, Gary.
Oh,
Half.
Double.
Right. Alright, Gary, here's your opening card. Your opening card is an 8. 7 plus 1, Gary.
Okay, I'm going to put that in the incinerator because I cannot stand the 8.
All right.
6 are my worst numbers.
Alright, the 8 becomes a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. No, it's a 4.
Oh, come on. Those cards are very mean.
Mark, free chance. You have to play off your 8. 7 plus 1.
Oh boy. Lower.
Lower than an 8. No, it's an ace. So I have to reset these cards.
Cards, you're being very mean.
Very. Alright, and here we go. Next question. Alright, Gary, your question. We asked 100 people, do you think the CIA knows something about the assassination of President Kennedy that it is not telling us? How many people think the CIA does know more than it's telling?
There's going to be sort of a middle number. But I'm going to have to say around 7. I'm going to say around 83.
Going with 83. Alright, Mark, higher or lower than 83?
Lower.
Going lower than 83. And whoever's making the noise in the background, I need y'all to cut the sound off so I can have the contestants hear me.
And lower than than 83 was already said.
Yeah, okay. Okay, and the actual number of people that said that the CIA does know more than it's telling is... It is 85. It is not lower, it is higher, so Gary gets it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was 2 numbers off.
You were.
Wow.
Gary, you have the 5. What do you want to do with it?
That go bye-bye.
Alright, here we go. I hope you get a good card this time. The 5 becomes an ace. ACE.
Good. Lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a joker!
Close.
So Gary, that means it could be a $1,000 bonus for you. And I'm assuming you want to make the same decision?
Yeah, lower than an ace.
Lower. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a queen.
Lower.
To tie up the match, lower than a queen. No, it's a king!
Oh my God.
Gary, that means you go all the way back to your base card.
All the way back to the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, you got a free chance at the 8. 7 plus 1.
Let's try lower again.
Lower than the 8. No, it's an ace.
Again.
And we have another sudden death question.
Those cards are nasty.
Yep. And okay, we already set up. And now this is the sudden death question. Somebody has to win on this play of the cards, so control is critical. And the question goes to Mark. Mark, we found 100 men who are 40 years old and asked them, if you put on your pair of pants you wore when you were 30, would you be able to zip them up? How many 40-year-old men said they could still zip them up?
I'll try 45.
Going with 45. All right, Gary, is it higher or lower than 45?
Higher.
Going higher. And again, this is very important. The actual number of 40-year-old men that said they could still zip them pants up is... It is 61. It is higher, Gary. Now, Gary, you face an interesting situation, Gary. You have an ace, a good card of an ace, but you have 4 cards to go in order for you to tie up the game. But Mark has the 8, and he does not have the power to change his card. And he has 2 cards to go. Do you want to keep it yourself or pass it to Mark?
I'm gonna play. I gotta play.
All right. What do you want to do?
I gotta keep that ace. It's a great card.
Okay.
And do I have a... Oh, wait, no, I probably won't. I'm gonna say lower than an ace.
Lower than an ace. It's a joker!
Oh, another joker.
He picked up jokers in this game. All right, Gary. So your decision's still lower?
Yes, very.
Lower than an ace. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. No, it's a double, and Mark is the new champion.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, those cards were mean today.
Let me go.
So Mark will talk to you in a second. Gary, you were a good champion while you lasted. You're not going home empty-handed. You're going home with $7,000 and our congratulations. And also you'll be put on the leaderboard, okay? And Mark, those cards were mean today, wasn't they?
I know. Yeah, that's kind of why I ended up winning the match, even though I only won 1 question during the whole thing.
Right, well you got lucky. So you won $1,000. And when we come back, you're going to play for the money cards and $32,000 and also maybe a shot at a new car. We'll see what will happen in a moment, folks. Stay tuned.
Hey, can I...